Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into the definitive guide to, well, human survival, and arguably the most critical industry on our entire planet. We're talking about the comprehensive Introduction to Agriculture, 3rd edition textbook, produced by the National Agricultural Institute. Now, whether you're an educator hunting for a robust, complete curriculum, or a student stepping into this massive field for the first time, stick around. We're going to show you exactly why this book is literally the ultimate roadmap. Okay, let's dive into this because this isn't just some dry academic subject. It is an existential challenge. Think about it. We are facing a rapidly growing world population, and the demand for food, fiber, and basic resources is absolutely skyrocketing. So how on earth are we going to feed 10 billion people by 2050? Well, this textbook is designed specifically to provide the foundation and the toolkit to help the next generation of professionals, maybe you, solve that exact massive global problem. And I mean, this book doesn't just skim the surface. Boasting a massive 32-chapter scope, it covers an incredible diversity of crops and livestock. From sweeping wheat fields to high-tech dairy pastures, it is the complete package. So let's break down exactly how this immense wealth of knowledge is organized.
Starting off with Section 1, The Foundation. Welcome to Agriculture.
Right off the bat, we establish that modern agriculture is so much more than just a pitchfork and a plow. The book explicitly defines it as the science or practice of farming. And while it traces an amazing 10,000 years of domestication, it really drives home the point that success today depends heavily on advanced engineering, chemistry, and genetics. It's high-tech stuff. Moving right along to Section 2, the growth, from soil to seed. Everything starts in the dirt, right? The foundational chapters here are dedicated entirely to soil quality and fertility. They explain exactly how physical and chemical properties dictate whether a plant thrives or dies. Plus, it provides some absolutely critical comparisons between conventional tillage and modern conservation methods that are designed specifically to prevent soil erosion. The sheer volume of plant science covered here is staggering. Students get up to speed on traditional cereal grains and fiber crops, sure, but they also get to explore cutting-edge techniques like hydroponics and aquaponics. That means learning how to grow plants entirely without soil, just using liquid nutrient solutions. How cool is that? Now, what's really interesting here is how the book dives into the nitty-gritty biology of crop threats. It details the intricate life cycles of invertebrate pests, like the tiny but destructive spiral nematode, and contrasts them with incredibly resilient weeds, like your common backyard dandelion. Students learn exactly how these organisms compete for resources, and most importantly, how to manage them. And for those really focused on sustainability, there's a dedicated chapter entirely on organic production. It thoroughly covers international standards, the complexities of large-scale composting, and the best management practices out there. It teaches exactly how modern organic farmers reduce their dependency on artificial fertilizers while navigating some pretty rigorous certification processes. Next up is Section 3, The World of Livestock, Animal Science. Here, the book traces the fascinating history of animal domestication. It maps out the incredible evolution of wild ancestors. Think the wild boar or the ancient auroch, and shows how they transformed into the pigs and cattle we rely on today. It's a really deep dive into how animals have been selectively bred over millennia to serve humankind. The breathtaking breadth of these livestock management chapters really proves that this is a complete resource. I mean, whether a student is interested in dairy cattle and herd improvement, managing a modern high-tech swine facility, raising sheep and horses, or even exploring the highly specialized world of aquaculture and fish nutrition, this book has them entirely covered. No stone is left unturned. That brings us to Section 4, the future, navigating modern ag issues. Let me tell you, this is definitely not your grandfather's farm. The book brilliantly features cutting-edge smart agriculture tech. We're talking drones used for aerial spraying, autonomous robotic crop harvesters, and self-driving satellite-guided tractors. It completely ensures students understand how technology is revolutionizing farm efficiency and data management out in the field. But of course, it's not just about flashy technology. It's about ethics and society, too. The textbook impartially tackles nuanced modern issues. For example, it carefully contrasts concepts like animal rights versus animal welfare, and it does this without taking any political sides. Instead, it neutrally outlines the definitions and concerns, ensuring students can understand the diverse public perspectives that are actively shaping their industry. In fact, the text objectively explores a whole list of critical and, let's face it, sometimes politically charged issues. It covers the realities of global warming and climate change, managing air and water quality, and the economics of industrial agriculture and concentrated animal feeding operations. It even wades into the complex science of biotechnology, GMOs, and food additives. The goal here is simple: ensure students are informed, realistic, and fully prepared for the public debates of tomorrow.
And finally, we reach Section 5, Your Career in Agribusiness. Agribusiness is this massive, interconnected network supporting production, processing, financing, and distribution. And why is this so vital? Because every single human being on Earth depends on this network for food, clothing, and shelter. The entire globe is literally the market here.
To put that into perspective, the scale of this industry is almost hard to comprehend. The textbook reveals a staggering statistic from the Food and Agriculture Organization. Over 1 billion people are employed in world agriculture. That represents 1 in 3 workers globally. 1 in 3! The sheer volume of opportunity is just immense. As the text boldly states, agricultural businesses employ millions of people and afford excellent career opportunities for properly educated men and women. The final chapters of the book basically act as a dedicated career guide. They help students navigate the 8 major career clusters in agriculture, food, and natural resources, helping them find their perfect, high-impact career path. So as you can see, the Introduction to Agriculture 3rd edition is far more than just a textbook. It's a comprehensive blueprint for human survival, an impartial guide to some of our toughest modern challenges, and a launchpad for millions of careers. Considering the monumental task of feeding our rapidly growing world, I'll leave you with one final question to think about. Are you ready to grow the future? Pick up a copy, dive in, and let's get to work.